Hi, and a really warm welcome to Templates for Change 10-minute contemplations. This is part of the Harmonising with Nature series and is about the element of water. My name is Christine Thompson and I'm the presenter in this contemplation. Water is so much part and parcel of everyday living. Actually, it makes up over 70% of our planet's surface. And the oceans, of course, play a very vital role in producing the oxygen that we need to live. In fact, about 70 to 80% of it is actually made by the ocean. Water really is the lifeblood of the planet, without which very, very little could survive. When a child's first born, about 75% of its total weight is actually water, and this percentage decreases as we get older. We almost dry out. The substance of trees is about 80% made up of water. So there's the water that you see in the obvious sense, and then there's all manner of moisture, which is a vital component in the living cellular structure of life around us. However, this contemplation and this series of harmonizing with nature contemplations is not so much about the physical attributes, in this case of water, amazing and inspiring as they really are. In fact, one could do a whole contemplation on that alone. But this is more to do with the qualities of water and in what ways we can interact with those to improve the quality, to improve the richness of our own life, and to make the interaction more conscious, more useful, more interesting. Now, we all know that water cleans things. We wash ourselves, we wash our clothes. It's obvious, isn't it? It's an obvious thing to say, but this cleansing and cooling influence is not only to do with the physical quality of water, it also affects us mentally and energetically as well. It has this cleansing and cooling effect both on our minds and the energy field around us. So any time we spend with water has got a great value for us. And the more conscious we make it, the more that value can increase. There's many different types of bodies of water, as we all very well know. There's the still water one finds in ponds and lakes. And this really is a wonderful, wonderful way in which to have reflective time, to have contemplative time. Sitting by a lake or walking by a lake is a great place to slow down, to quieten ourselves, and to find that special stillness and peace that is such an important part of living, particularly in our lives, which are usually so full and so busy and often demanding. Well, a visit to the seashore has got a really different quality to it. It's charging, it's energizing. And part of the reason for that is because the power in the ocean is absolutely immense. You stand by the seashore and feel that quality of power coming in and out as the waves are moving. And just imagine, we know how heavy a bucket of water is. Just think how heavy the water in the sea is, and what sort of power is involved in the magnetism from the moon that's able to cause the tides moving day in and day out. And this, of course, is why people love to go to the seaside for their holidays. They feel charged up, total charging of the batteries, and you come back feeling fantastic. So the seashore is a great place to go if you really need that sort of charge and energizing. Walking by a river is quite different again. It's so refreshing and a great place to go to promote new thoughts, new ideas, fresh inspiration. And of course, it's quite interesting to see the difference if you're walking downstream or upstream. And this can be a really interesting thing to try for oneself. Just feel the difference. And what this series is all about is becoming a bit more attuned to the natural worlds around us, how they influence our bodies, our minds, our lives. Now this is a beautiful photograph of a little bubbling stream. And many poets love to write about the bubbling brooks, don't they? Streams constantly flowing, always moving forward, leaving the past behind. And this is one of the influences that a stream can have upon us. I'm sure we all know that feeling when you've got something going around in your head and you'd really rather it just wasn't there. Some incident has happened, something that frankly you just want to leave in the past, but sometimes it's just not that easy. Well, standing by a stream, or in a stream, or even with one foot on either side of a stream, has really got this great ability to help us more consciously leave things behind. It's almost like the water itself, as it's travelling along, takes with it our intention, our desire to leave this thing behind. So this is another part of interaction with the water around us. And there's an aspect which we haven't touched on too much, but which is also a very important one, which is that standing near running water is also very cleansing on the aura, the electrical field around us, which can sometimes get a bit heated. Sometimes with static electricity, something's caused us to get hot and bothered. And a running stream really does have this wonderful cooling effect. Now, if you live in the city, you might think, well, this is all a bit remote. But there's always places to find. There's parks with lakes and duck ponds. There's fountains and gardens and shopping malls. Or even closer to home, there's the bath or the shower. And a bath has got the properties of still water, whilst a shower, those of running water. Again, the more conscious we become, the more we can interact in a healing and useful way with water, which is so much part of our daily living. It really is such a marvellous healing aspect of life, and enhancing in all manner of ways. So I do hope you enjoyed the contemplation. Thank you for joining us, and bye for now.